You know what? I'm really tired of developers constantly releasing broken games. That really has to stop. Let's look into this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I would like to talk about games optimization and the state of many games at launch. And yes, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is going to be one of the games I'll be talking about today, but I won't be focusing only on that game because this is just one of the games that launched, well, let's just say not in best stage shape. I'm talking about technical issues and stuff because apparently this game is very good. I don't know because I haven't really played it, but I've seen reviews and reviews are very positive. And yes, in their reviews, reviewers do talk about some performance issues here and there, but for the most part they don't really make a big deal out of that. But I think that's a bit unfair because when you buy a game for $70 or $90 like here in Poland, well, you should be getting finished complete product, and that's not really happening, right? And you know what, like, even if I wasn't really happy about day one patches back in the day when you had to really like wait for that download and that kind of stuff to actually have a well-optimized game, but lately even day one patches are not really helping much, if you know what I mean, right? A lot of times these games are being patched like week, 2, 3, 4 weeks after the launch, right? And that's really unfair. So just the fact alone that without day one patch the game is bad, and I'm not talking about that particular game over here, but we had some issues with some other games that where even day one patch didn't really made much of a difference, like Last of Us Part 1, for example, on PC lately. So like it's actually unfair, very unfair on gamers because you go out and you spend $70 or $90 on that game and you are getting a beta version basically, right? Like unfinished game that is still supposed to get a ton of patches, fixes and etc. and so that's not fair really, right? I mean it feels like gamers are kind of beta testing these games at launch and shortly after the launch, and whoever is willing to wait, hey, I just raised my hand because I'm actually one of these guys that I tend to wait now for these games unless a game's on Game Pass, but even if there's a game on Game Pass and it's not really working well, I'll wait. I don't have to play it right now. There's a ton of other games I can play. So same with this one, for example. I was super hyped for this game. I am still super hyped for this game because this game is apparently very good. It's getting good reviews. So I can't really wait to play it, but I will not be playing at 30 frames per second or very unstable 60 in performance mode, right? I'm sure you've heard about these modes. This game offers 4K 30, which is quite steady and quite fluid. I mean, it's really difficult to say that something is fluid if it's not minimum 60, but you know what I mean. But that performance mode is actually not very good, and it's not very good on any consoles. Like PlayStation 5 is dropping frames, Xbox Series consoles, actually Xbox Series S received only one mode, 1440p, I think 30, or maybe that's dynamic 1080p, I don't know. So that's kind of a disappointing, right? And that's why I'm kind of waiting for these games now. Like I will not buy Star Wars Jedi Survivor day one. I was actually looking forward, and I was actually planning to buy this game day one to play, but you know what, I'll wait. And you know, obviously I do have a very good PC too, and you could say, okay, well, MaDz, you know, can play on PC, but the thing is that PC version is the one that is most broken, if you know what I mean, right? So you know, it's not only performance issues, but also some other glitches, and game actually crashes and stuff, right? So it's this is not really a great experience. Now, by the way, not sure if you heard, and this information is a courtesy of Luke of Frog Boy Gaming, and you know, he actually he subscribed to that EA Pro, I think it's called, subscription service, where you can actually play that game on PC day one via subscription. It costs like $15 a month, I think. So he's actually playing that game via EA app, and according to him, that game actually runs pretty well on that app with the latest patch, right? While on Steam, apparently, I'm not really sure if that was the case of that patch not being available yet, or maybe people not downloading it. I don't know, but if you actually look at the Steam page for that game, well, it's mostly negative due to the technical issues, right? So yes, on Xbox and PlayStation, it's not super smooth and it's not stable 60, but apparently it's better than PlayStation version, apparently, right? So yeah, guys, so this is really annoying and disappointing at the same time, because you pay that money and you get you know, beta in return, really, right? This is not the way it should be. I remember times of PlayStation and PlayStation 2 and 3. Well, I mean, PlayStation 3 would get updates already, but especially PlayStation 1 and 2, you know, you would not be getting any updates at all. Whatever was on the disc, you know, that's the version you are playing, really, right? So I guess everything has its, you know, bright and dark sides, I guess. The thing about, you know, these older consoles was that being a developer or a publisher, they knew that once you release this game, you're not really going to be able to fix it. So they really had to do, I guess, more work in QA to make sure that a game is good, right? Otherwise, it would be just broken and people would just return it, right? Back then you couldn't just update it, right? While this right now, what we're actually getting is that, you know, developers, publishers decide to release game not necessarily in the best shape, but you know, they always say, oh, we will patch it shortly after the launch, right? And you know, this is the thing that is happening with Star Wars Jedi Survivor, because developers of this game, Respawn Entertainment, already said that they will be patching this game long after the launch. So yeah, it's going to be a lengthy process, looks like. So you know what? I'll just wait for the better version, for all these patches to be released 2 weeks after, you know, later, or a month later, I don't know, but I can wait. I prefer to wait and then experience game with a better performance than just play right now and experience all these stutters and, you know, frame drops and etc., right? But okay, this is just my opinion. Everyone is different, so I'm not really telling you what to do, what you should do, but I'm just telling you what I'll do, right? Anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.